and go to model file. Open the model file. We will add some parameter, additional. Inside the conductor is grout cement. Inside the conductor is cement and some tubings. So we will add. We will add some loading. So we will select. Go to display. Go to select. Okay. Check disconnected joint. And check plates. And include in conductor only. We will show conductor only. So we will add some additional loading. Press OK. So this is now the conductor. So this is your conductor. Okay. We will add a uniform load along its length. So go to load. Go to load. And members. Select this. Press Ctrl for a multiple selection. Okay? So select all for a multiple selection. Press apply. And this is part of jacket load miscellaneous. So scroll down, and go to GCK. GCK. Conductor. Go to load and then member. GCK. Press OK. And then your load ID is grout. Grouting or tubing, grout. Just put grout. GCK grout. Press add. And then my loading will be minus 10. Assuming 10 kilonewton per meter. 10 kilonewton per meter. So 1 ton. Grout and then 1 ton. Almost 1 ton. More than 1 ton. So this is made up of grout plus the tubing. Okay? Press OK. And it will look like this. Uniform load downward. Okay? So you have 705 kilonewtons. Save. Press save. Save. And then we will perform super element. We will perform super element. Again, because we updated the loadings. Close the precede. Yes, you should pay attention. Distributed load. Member load. Okay, you have already the PSI run file. You have already this one. This PSI run file. You just double click this one. Double click, and it will go like this. The same yesterday. If we go to files, double click this, the PSI run. If you have the PSI run, double click, and it will look like this. If you don't have, you have to go to linear static with PSI and then run the analysis, right? And then select the member SACS model file and then the PSI file. If you don't have, if you have, just double click the run file. It will automatically go to the file. Okay, if I don't have that file, I will go to run file wizard. Run file. Receipt first. Start wizard. Select the sucks input file. We have the sucks, this one, this file, right? Press open. And then select this. PSI file. Open. And then, okay. Now, see, I don't need neutral picture files. I will keep this file. PCISI, keep this file. Right click, and then keep this file. Now, this is DynSep. Take note, we are at operating case, right? So, right click this one and rename. I will rename this one as Oper, meaning operating case. Oper, rename, right click, and then rename. Okay? So run the analysis to extract or to get the dynamic super element. Now this one, DynSep. We need this one to perform modal analysis. Run. Okay, so no errors found. Double check. I have already DynSep Oper. So DynPack super element. If you don't have this file, it means something wrong with your files. Na? You have error. Okay. So after this one, go to the modal analysis folder. Modal. Na? Operating modal. In here, if you have the dynamic run file, you can double click. If you don't have, you have to go one by one. Okay. Assuming we don't have that file, so I will delete first this one. In my case, do not follow. I will delete this. Okay. So this is now my file. Assuming I don't have the run file. So I will go to run file wizard and then press reset. But you should go to dynamic. Select this one. So it should display like extract mode shapes. Select dynamic. Start wizard. So automatic, this will pop out. File name sucks inp, the sucks input file. So since the naming is not sucks inp, we will scroll down and all files. This one. Select this. Open. DynPack. DynPack input file. DynPack input file. This one. And do not forget to check super element. You need a super element. Take note, sucks has a super element, default. There is a default super element in sucks. Do not use that one. So super element, see? You should select import super element. Yes, import super element, or you can no super element or use module default. So use import super element, okay? And then select that file. In my file, you notice in super element creation, DynSep.oper, right? So in my case, it's located in DynSep, operating in super element creation, the previously we have, DynSep. So go to that folder, press open.
Super element.
Yeah, the DynSep. The DynSep, the super element you created a while ago.
Nice.
Select post view. Check. Create post view. Huh? Okay? Press OK. So it will look like this. I don't need COC files at this stage. So I will right click and keep this file. This method, I will put X here in order for me to have too many files. To avoid too many files, I will right click. I will unselect this one. Perform the analysis. Okay? You have already at this stage now? Shall I proceed? Same procedure as what we have yesterday, right? So, run the file. Okay, no errors found. Double click this one. Okay. What is the natural period? Double click, in here. Double click this dine list, double click this, and then in the edit, go to find, edit, find the frequency. So freq, freq, F-R-E-Q. Find next. Find next. So I have already here. Okay. So the natural period is 2.482. Okay. I already sent to you the file, the file in how to compute dynamic amplification factor. Can you open it? Open this file. Open that file. Open this file. Oh, Mr. 2. Huh? To all. Why you don't have?
Tú ơi, gửi lại Tú.
Đúng.
Gửi cái file đó. Gửi file cho. Rồi, thank you.
Okay? Get already the file?
Yes.
Now, from here, this is operating, operating condition. So I will copy this. Copy. Until here. Until the 20th mode. Up to 20, up to 20 only. Right click, copy, and go to this folder, this file, the computation. Okay, on the right side, put the cursor here, right click, and paste. So it will look like this. Do not do anything yet. Okay? So you are already at this stage?
Yes.
go to data, and in the text column, select data, text column. So you will see this one. Next, we need only the natural period at the first mode. At the first mode, Next, press next, next, and then finish. Oop. Undo. This is 2.48, 2.48. Okay. So, we have here at the DAPS calculation for in place, natural period of structure operating, right? This is operating. Select only the first mode. So, equal to, on the first mode, how much? 2.48. So, I have already 2.48. On the first mode, operating natural period is 2.48. So, this is automatically calculated. So, in this, okay, we will discuss this wave height. The wave height is taken from wave period and height, operating, see? This is design basis. You see, wave height 2.4, wave period 5.7, right? Design basis. So that's why I put 2.4 and 5.7. So this is from design basis. 5.7 T wave, 2.4 wave height, and then the depth is 1.23. So from this equation, I've got 1.23 dynamic amplification factor. So we will use this DAP in place analysis. So write this down. I will write down DAP in operating 1.23. Okay, so this is the formula already calculated using this formula. DAP. This is what we call single degree of freedom DAP calculation. Okay, what's next? Done with operating. The next one is storm condition. So, same procedure as what we did in operating. The difference only is your load dyne set. In the load dyne set. So, we have already performed operating. So, the dynamic amplification factor is 1.23. We will perform now dynamic amplification factor calculation in storm condition. So, what we need is the natural period at storm condition. So, we'll calculate, Save that file. Save. Okay. Okay, so we have already the DAP at operating condition. So 2.48 natural period of structure. Now, we will go to extreme case. Go to extreme case. So, we will make another folder, same as what we did in operating case. Okay? So, make another folders. In this case, I put all my files in master copy. So, in dynamic analysis, we will make another folder. In here, this is part of dynamic analysis now. So, I will make another folder. I will call this folder as extreme. Extreme. Extreme case. Okay? Extreme case. What is in the operating case, the input? Just copy it across in the extreme case. Okay? So, operating, I will make another super element. Then I will make also modal analysis. No? So this is under dynamic analysis. So super element is to linearize the non-linear foundation. No? So you have to perform this one to linearize the foundation. Okay? So in this extreme case, I will make another folder. I will name this as super element creation or super element. No? Super element. I will copy across the file from operating to extreme. Na? So super element, I will copy this, and of course the PSI. We have already this one. Copy the SACS model file and the PSI. Okay? Copy this SACS file and then the PSI. Go to extreme, go to super element, and then right click. Na? So paste it. We will update later on. Okay? So we need input file, PSI, we need model files. I will make another folder as what we did in operating case. Na? This one as modal analysis. No, modal analysis. Okay? So from operating case, I will copy the input file. So the following input files are this one, the SACS master copy, and the DynPack. Na? SACS copy and then DynPack. Copy this and put this in the extreme case, modal analysis. Okay? So I have now make a folder, and then inside the folder are my files. Close this and go to SACS. Okay. Dynamic analysis, extreme condition. So double click this one. Go to super element first. No? You have to linearize the foundation under a storm condition. Because we have already performed operating. So super element. Okay. I have this file. But we need some fine tuning. First, you remember, in operating case, we subject the structure with operating loads. Now, this is under extreme. So it should be subjected to extreme condition. Nah? Okay? So I will go to SACS file and then on the data file. So you see, we unhide 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, right? We consider only 1,000 case. So you notice, we change this one, you put C creation, super element creation. If you double click this one, you have to check this one in order for you to get super element. So this is super element creation. Under dynamic, you check this as super element input in modal analysis. So in this case, super element creation. So this is okay now. But I have to hide 1,000 case. 1,000 case is operating, right? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 are extreme. So I will hide 1,000 now. And I will unhide 3,000. You are not wondering why I didn't choose 2,000 instead of 1,000. Now take note, 1,000 and 2,000 series are operating. 3,000 and 4,000 series are extreme. So in this case, we are at extreme, so that's why I put 3,000. The question, why I didn't use maximum water depth instead of minimum? Because natural period is usually a function of base shear. Base shear maximum will occur at minimum water depth. Okay, so always use minimum water depth, huh? Always use the minimum water depth. So that's why series 3000 is minimum water depth. That's why I select 3000. So it's okay now. You look it with extreme condition. So minimum water depth is 3000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. Save this file. Save the file, huh? So you put L and then hide these loadings, or you can delete that one, huh? But in this case, I'll just do like this. Just put asterisk. This will be skipped by the program, so it's no longer a command on SACS, nah? By putting asterisk sign here. Okay, save the file, and then run the wizard. So run the wizard with PSI, nah? So this is under extract mode, so you have to reset and go to static analysis with PSI. Static analysis with PSI. Okay? So start wizard. Now the file name is SACS-INP, but we didn't name it as SACS-INP, so you go scroll down. Select all files, so that's SACS master copy, nah? If your name is SACS-INP, automatically it will pop up. But since our file name is master copy, then it will not pop up. So you have to select all files. Okay, select this. Open. And select the PSI input file. Okay. Select this. Open. Okay. So you have the model files and the PSI file. Press OK. Okay. Now, in the PSI input file, we will update this one. We will modify this one because the original loading is operating. So I will change this one. Go to data file in the PSI input. So we have already performed the PSI input. So with consideration of Spadkan effect. So degraded soil. In the file super element, you select the load in the model file. Can you still remember that file? 3000 series, right? So I will change from 1000. I will just make this to 3000. 3003. 3001. But take note, we have this like this, huh? The angle of attack should be X and then perpendicular. X perpendicular, X perpendicular. So 1000 as to 1003, see? 3000 as to 3003, 3001 as to 3000, and that side, nah? So just change this to 3000, 3000, 3000, 3000, 3000. First pair X load, 0. The first Y load should be 90 degrees to that. So if I will attack here on the diagonal, it should be perpendicular. The first Y. So usually very important is 0, 90. Base shear, nah? Base shear. So 0, 90, 180. But you will include also some part diagonal to the jacket structure. Okay? Press OK now. And run the analysis. Run the analysis. So save the file. I will rename this as dynamic super element. Right click this and put rename and put extreme. Extreme, na? Extreme. Super element at extreme case. First is operating, the second is extreme. Now, I don't need neutral picture file. We don't need this one, right? We need only extreme. So I will unhide this one. So keep this file. Keep this file. Right click and then keep this file. This is to avoid too many files. Those unwanted, you don't need to show. Huh? Okay? So extreme case, Dynsafe super element is required to linearize foundation in order for you to perform dynamic or modal analysis. Run the okay, so check. So no errors found. No? So the file is not corrupt. So this is okay. Next will be the modal analysis. After the creation of the super element, you can perform now modal analysis. So this is very important. This is to remind you. We have already this. Thank you. Run stream. Yeah? I already sent this file to you. In order for you to not forget, you have to use this one. See? Agent value analysis and DAF computation. The first step is this. Remember this first step? We have structural data, we have soil data, we perform PSI, and then now we have the super element, right? Dynsafe. After the Dynsafe creation, perform dynamic analysis, modal. So structural data still needed, dynamic input is needed, so we have already put this one. And Dynsafe is an input in dynamic analysis. So you need super element in order for you to perform dynamic analysis. Same procedure as what we did in operating case. Okay? So I will perform now analysis. Go to modal. Under extreme, go to modal analysis. Okay, this one. Take note. You have to add. So you notice, you have to add adjoint. You have to modify adjoint. You put 22200 DOF at main jacket nodes. So this one 222, 22200, 22200. In here, the retained degrees of freedom. Usually at the jacket main legs and top side. So you notice I put top side here, top side, top side, top side. Another on the top side, top side, top side. So that's the only modification from the in-place analysis. Okay. So after introducing 222, close this one. Perform now the analysis. Okay. So run wizard. You go to dynamic. So extract mode shapes. Extract mode shapes. Start wizard. So you have to select the input. So all files. Sucks. Copy. Open. And then Dynpack input. Are you following? Okay. All files. So Dynpack input files. Open. But do not run the analysis yet. You have to select super element. So in this case, you have model, default, import super element, no super element. So use import super element. Okay. You have to select import super element and select this one. The super element file on the extreme, the first, you remember we perform super element creation. You select that one. So in this case, I have that in this dynamic analysis, extreme, and then super element. So this one, extreme, remember this one? So we have already created this one, linearizing the foundation. Open. Extreme. The first step we have. So import super element and super element in extreme case. Okay? Then I will select post view to see. Now to see it is very important when you perform any analysis, you have to go to post view to check any anomalies. Like for example, the beam is not properly connected, it will deflect like that. Huh? So always double check the post view. No anomalies, no errors. Huh? Okay? Press okay. Now double check the input. Double check the input. The only difference in operating and extreme cases are the loads in the model. I will check this one. Go to ITA file. Okay, so this is okay, right? So you should put input, no? Select input and unselect the super element creation. Super element input now because you are in the model analysis. It becomes I. Na? This. And select the loads to be converted into mass because natural period of the structure is a function of mass. The heavier the platform is, the higher your natural period. Okay? So they have dynamic, and the load factor. Nah? So we already discussed this one yesterday. Nah? So this is the same. Extreme, operating, same load. Nah? Dynamic, and then the factor, live load is 0.5 and dynamic 1.1 for GCK, jacket, miscellaneous weight, piping, equipment, and miscellaneous. So, these factors here are taken from in place operating case. These factors, from in place, you notice this one, these factors? These 0.5 and 1.1 are from in place analysis. So, this is taken from in place, eh? Okay, so we will perform now modal extraction. Now, modal. We have the super element, we have Dynapack, so check the Dynapack input file. Okay, so this is okay. Now, when it will not converge, for example, the cumulative factors is less than 90%, you increase the natural modes. No? So I already discussed this one. We already discussed this yesterday. If still below 90, you add 22200 additional, no? Additional. So 20. So I choose 20. Okay? Perform now the analysis. Yes, you have to run. Run the analysis. Extreme. Okay. So no errors found. And on the post view, display, shape, animation, maximum. I will choose 200, the number of steps. Okay, so this is now the natural period of the structure at extreme case, 2.512. Huh? So how much you got?
Yes.
Same, of course.
I don't show
Maybe you don't display.
no display.
Maybe on your screen you have the settings. You got problem with the settings. Okay. So we have already now the natural period, no? But take note, in every modal analysis, you always check this parameter, the degree, the RDOF cumulative factors. So go to the list first, double click, edit, find, the frequency, So I add here 2.515, but always double check this. Mass participation factor should not be less than 90%. Here, see? Part of the report will always show these parameters. This one, the effective weight, X, Y, and Z. See? At the last mode, we have participation cumulative factor of 99%, 99%, 92%. So that's greater than 90. Our analysis is okay. So that's very important. Usually, modal analysis, this part here will be attached in the report. What will happen? For example, this value, usually this Z, no? This Z is less than 90. What will you do? Technique, increase the number of modes. You can perform 100. If it will not reach 90, you will add 222 in here. Add additional, you put at the X, you put here at the X, add on the main nodes. So that's the technique. If it's 90, no need to add. It's okay, no? At 20, it's okay. Yeah? Okay. So I will copy by natural period here. To be used in in-place analysis, na? Okay? Right click, copy. So 2.515 and go to the DAF calculation, the first, and put the file here. Right click, and paste. Okay? And then go to data, and then text to column. In order for this file from SACS will be usable in Excel. Take note. This procedure, we will use this in computing inertial load set and in computing lateral loads due to earthquake. This one. So go to next. Next. Finish. 2.51. So this one. This is the natural period. So natural period of structure in storm case. I will select that natural period. Always use the first mode, which is this one. The first mode is this one, the first mode. So 251 for storm and 248 for operating case. So I think it's quite reasonable for this natural period. If the water depth is too high, most probably higher. Now, from design basis, the wave height and wave period. So for storm is 8.2. We have the design basis. So storm case, wave height 5.8 and wave period 8.2. So that's why I put 8.2 here. And then we have the formula. Using this formula, single degree of freedom, because the natural period is less than 3. So I'm using single degree of freedom. Okay? So 1.1. So, as a recap, operating condition, DAF of 1.23, storm condition 1.1. Okay? We will apply this dynamic amplification factor in our in-place loading, and it's already complete. It's already complete. We have the DAF, right? 1.23 in operating and 1.1 in extreme case. So, 1, 2, 3 for operating and 1.1 for extreme case. So, close the file. Make another folder. You will make another folder. Name it in place analysis. So, in case I have already the file. Okay? Name it in place analysis. The first one is dynamic. In dynamic, you have operating and storm. Now is the in place proper. Okay? So make a folder. So I will not emphasize how to make a folder. Make a folder and then separate operating case, extreme case. Okay, I will delete this one for a while. Okay, I will make a folder. Huh? Make a folder here. I will name this as in place analysis. In place analysis. Okay. You have already the in place analysis folder. And inside that folder, I will copy or I will put another folder, a subfolder, and name it operating. You have to separate the operating case and extreme case. Nah? Operating case loading and this one extreme. Okay? Operating extreme. So I will copy my file, operating case, super element, just copy this, copy, under the super element file, na? Copy, under the super element file, and put it in place, operating case, paste. The super element, no? The SACS model file in the super element operating, I just copy it in here. And then the PSI file in dynamic operating, the PSI file, we need the PSI file. Copy. In place. Paste. Okay. So you need PSI. So done already? Okay. Go to in place, operating. Now this is now the SACS copy, na? Go to data file. And we will update now our files. In the option, you delete the C because we didn't need to create super element. Delete C, na? And the load selection will be what? Operating only. 1,000 and 2,000. Because we will check the files. Is the files factor of safety under operating case is okay or not? No? Okay? So I will check 1,000, 2,000, up to 2011. This is actually minimum water depth operating case, maximum water depth operating case, under operating condition. Okay. Now, 3,000, 3,007, 4,000, up to 4,011 are extreme case. So you have to hide this one. Or you can delete or hide. That's hide. No? Hide those. You don't need that one. A mode or A mode. No? A mode will be applicable only to extreme case. Extreme case only. Okay? So, asterisk meaning skip by the program. Okay? So, we have already discussed also the hydrostatic collapse. Save the file. And search or F5, go to wave. Wave. Okay. There are two methods in applying DAF in the input. One is this, no? You notice the kinematic factor is 0.95, right? That's in our design basis. To include DAF, you multiply this by DAF. So, 0.95 times DAF of how much under operating? 1.23 that will be your new kinematic factor. Why? What is the reason why I multiply it in the wave cards? Because dynamic will be a result of sinusoidal, wave. So wave is part of dynamic. Current is not. So you apply your DAF on the current cards. That's one method. Another is this. In order for me to check the loads created by DAF, I will just simply copy this one. So this is another method. The first one is multiplying the kinematics by the DAF. But in that case, I cannot determine how much is the loading created. And sometimes client will ask, how much is your loading? So we cannot say this is how much because we just multiply here. Another method is to copy this one. So this is another method. In order for me to check how much is Fx if Y on the structure due to DAF. Control, copy this, up to wave only. Up to wave, wave. Right click, copy, put the cursor here on the 201. Right click again, and then paste. Okay? So, I have now load duplication on the wave, right? I will rename this as 200A. 200A. Okay? And then the load label will be 200A. And I will rename this as operating wave DAF. 0 degree. Operating wave DAF. Operating wave DAF. Press OK. So 200A is load condition. Load label is 200A. It should be the same. Same as what we did in 200. I will copy 201. Up to wave only. 201. Right click. Copy. Put the cursor here on the 2002 below the current card. Right click again and paste. So I will rename this again as 201A. Load label as 201A and change this to wave 42.8 degrees DAF. Okay. So 200A. Save the file. DAF, dynamic amplification factor. Wave, wave will create, it is a reaction on the structure due to wave. 2002. Now copy, control, copy. Just copy that one, select and control and then scroll down. Right click, copy, and put the cursor on the load con 203. Right click again and paste. And then rename this one as 202A. So, for load case 200, the DAF is 200A. 200A, 200A. So, 202A. Much easier if we will use now the load condition. DAF. Dynamic amplification factor. Operating wave 47. So up to 11 wave attack direction. Right click, copy, put the cursor here, right click, paste. So rename 203A and this one 203A. This is wave DAF. Operating wave DAF. 90 degrees. Two 2004. Copy. Paste. 2004. My DAP at 2004 load wave is A, na? A. This one is wave DAP. Take note, this is single degree of freedom. Still, we have the inertial load set. It's very complicated. No, we will use wave response. Force structure which responds behavior, na? Dynamic, na? Usually for 3 seconds or more natural period. 2004, 2005, control, scroll down, right click, copy, right click again and paste. 2005A, are you following? A, and then the 2006, copy, paste. 2006A, DAF. Two 2007, until 2011, huh? But it's much easier if we will use this data gen, nah? It's easier. Just copy. 208, A, 208A, DAF. Until 2011. Copy. Paste. 2008. Operating DAP. 2010. Okay. Maximum water depth also. So that's why if we will consider minimum water depth, maximum water depth, minimum water depth, maximum water depth in operating extreme, you have that cases, a complete case. This is okay when no rig loads. But if you have rig loads, if you have the location of rig in this well, so you have minimum water depth, maximum water depth, extreme case. So you have so many combinations. So that's why, in order to avoid minimum motor depth, maximum motor depth, you have to perform wave search analysis. So you have only one. You have only one. No? It depends on maximum shear and maximum bending moment or maximum moment. So in this case, we will do it one by one. So no problem. No? Let Sachs do it. So again, 200 case. Copy. Paste. 300A. DAP. 301. 301A. 302. 303. 304. 304. Take note, ha? 304. The corresponding DAP is 304A. Because we will use that one in the load combination, huh? 305A. DAP. Three oh seven. 308. 306. Duplication in 308. 'Done already? Sometimes it takes like that, huh? I don't understand this. You already at 308? Okay. Not yet?
No.
So same procedure, no? You add wave only to the wave, and then in the load combination, you see, it's just only the procedure, huh? Because we cannot afford to do like this. So go first the load combination. Load combination. We will concentrate on the operating case only. So up to 1000 to 2011, na? So operating case minimum. So as a recap, this is dead weight, wave at 0 degree plus current, and wind along 0, right? But this loading here doesn't involve the dynamic amplification factor due to wave. So we will input in here as a load case. So I will double click this one. Oh, sorry. It's already an error. You can check it in here. Sometimes like that, try to avoid, no? 2008. Uh, okay. So, we will add another load case. We add another load case due to that, right? So, in order to add dynamic factors here, you double click this one, and then add for 200, that is 200A. And what will be your factor? See? No. Your factor is not 1.23 but 0.23 only. 0.23 only because it's already defined, the 1.0 100%, right? Your DAC is not full 1.23 but 0.23 only. So your factor here will be 0.23. You follow?
Yes.
200A. Next, this is 201. Our load is 201A. The factor is 0.23. Current. Because due to sinusoidal, it's the structure will react due to wave only. Okay, that's why it's like this. Eh? But current na. (202A) 0.23. 203A 0.23. 204A 0.23. So same, na? 205. 205A 0.23. Next, 206A 0.23. 207A, 0.23. 209.2, 210, 211A, 0.23. Now at the water depth, maximum water depth still, the critical is the minimum water depth, right? So you have still maximum factor of 0.23 for the operating case under maximum water depth. So in this case, 300, na? It is 300A, factor of 0.23. 301, 301A, 0.23. 302A, 0.23 also. 303A, 0.23. 304A, 305. Okay, and then for the extreme case, you apply also factor of 0.1. No? You make another load condition. Just copy the wave and then name it as A in terms of A. No? 3,300A. And then same procedure, see? If I have now 3,000, this is already extreme case. 400, so most probably your load condition in DAF is 400A. And your factor is how much? 0.1. So 0.1. Na? 401A, 0.1. 402A, 0.1. 403A, 0.1. Finish that. 403A up to 500A, 0.1, 501A, 0.1, 502. So this one, 404A, 0.1, 405A, this is just only the beginning. We still have the fatigue analysis, too many files. So it really needs time, no? Time, and usually to avoid to forget, you need the run file, na? See, it's very important. See, the natural period. So DAF calculation is this, and then you can now start the in-place analysis. See state model file, Sewell data file, join can input. So in here, you have already the DAF. So that's the analysis. In-place analysis. See state or the model input, Sewell data, join can input. And in the model file, you have already the DAF. Okay, so proceed. 408A, point 1, 409A, point 1, 410, 411A, point 2, point 1, point 23. I have already made this file here, but you have to update this one, point 23 and point 1. I will just send this file, The procedure is the same, You got the procedure already. Just copy the wave and make another load condition, and then on the load combination, you put the factor which is coming from this point 23 and point 1. Okay, I will send you this file, this file. Skype. Mr. 2, can you please can you please send this file to our colleagues, Operating this one. This the first one is operating, the second one is extreme. Join can also. Okay. But take note, you have to change the factor, because it's different, because I changed the weight of the conductor. So change that to point 23 and point 1, You change, you update 0.23 because I think that one is 0.22. It's different because I changed the weight of the conductor.
Ủa cái này lưu vô cái folder nào?
So Thursday and Friday we have a quiz. We have a quiz. And then on next week, maybe we can start fatigue analysis. I don't know, it depends on the schedule if we will proceed with inertial load set determination or fatigue analysis. It depends. Because, like for example, this one, I think Bindong project has natural period more than 3, right? More than 3 seconds. I think they should proceed with the inertial load set. I wonder why it's only single degree. Oh, sorry. Oh. Mr. 2 is my messenger, huh? This one. The first one is
And he don't know the file you want to display.
this.
It's display to follow. And you can back
No, we already changed that one. We already changed that one, right?
I think it's the best way to copy whole of the folder.
And then you distribute, huh?
Yes. Tất cả luôn hả? Yes, whole folder. They don't know where to put the file. Có này luôn mà. Còn hai cái này chỗ nào?
Okay, but you update the factor, huh? Yeah, because in my factor it's C. See, the factor is 0.25. You change this to 0.23. 0.11, you change this to 0.1.
Yes.
Yeah. You
Okay. We finish at here. Please stop running record.